Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Thursday. Okay, so on Tuesday, we were talking about our punctuation, right? About the period in there, and how they are so important to us readers, right? Today, we're going to talk about the exclamation point. So let's go. So punctuation, that's a long word, right? It's the period, it's the exclamation point, it's the question mark, and there's other things, but we're going to focus on those this week. Punctuation's for us, the reader, right? Punctuation tells the reader where to pause, where we learn that take a breath with our period, right? Where to raise your voice. We're going to be doing that today, or to change your voice sometimes. Okay, so these little marks are powerful. We do not ignore them. The writer took the time to put them there. We better appreciate them. So reviewing, right, the period is at the end of a sentence. It's just a normal sentence, a normal statement. When you see the period, you take a pause, right? When you see the dot, take a stop, right? Remember, we did a good job of that on Tuesday. Well, now I want to talk about our friend, the exclamation point. Yes, the exclamation point. And again, I know you've seen this, you know this, you've done it, you've used it in your writing, but I want to make sure you're paying attention to it in your reading. Okay, so exclamation point is used at the end of statements or sentences when you are feeling a strong feeling. A strong feeling. Now, that strong feeling can be good or bad, or in between, right? Could even be a surprise, an excitement, an anger, a scared, like a fear, or a shock, right? Can be, there's so many feelings out there. And that writer put the exclamation point there for you to understand how they're feeling, that they're feeling something strong at that moment, okay? They really want you to read it with strong emotion to it, okay? So let's take a look at our teachers right here. Okay, I'm in the way a little bit. I'm gonna try to go in the middle here, okay? So you could just look at them. They're feeling a lot of things. They're feeling something strong. They're feeling different things too, right? And if they were to say something, our teachers, we have Miss Cliggett and the unicorn, we have Miss Aubrey's jumping up. Miss Summers and Miss Joy look pretty terrified or shocked, maybe. Oh, Miss Bavona actually looks shocked, or I mean scared. And then you got Miss Heller there. Oh, she looks pretty angry, right? Now, these are just fake. These are like what they're feeling right now. These are fake feelings right now, but they're feeling something strong. So if we were to put some words with them, right, or even just one word like a statement, they would need that explanation point. So if we were writing a story in writing and we put some words with them as the reader, we have to read with emotion to go with our characters right here, our teachers right here. So let's see. Again, I got to get out of the way here. So Miss Cliggett's saying, now I don't just read this as I love unicorns. She's got to read that I love unicorns. Yeah, Miss Cliggett. Okay, so I see an exclamation point next to Miss Aubrey. So this is the best day ever. No, this is the best day ever. Okay, all right. She's feeling some feelings there. Miss Gilardi. Okay, oh my goodness, we can read that. Oh my goodness, right? She's looking at Miss Heller who's saying, I'm so angry. Give that strong emotion. We don't just read it as I'm so angry. Come on, really sell it to us, right? We got to act it out here. Miss Bavona's, I'm scared, right? She's a little terrified there. And for Miss Summers, it's just a one word thing. It's not a whole sentence, and that's okay. You'll see exclamation points sometimes with just one word or two. It doesn't have to be like a full sentence, right? She's saying, yikes, right? She's not saying, yikes. No, look at her face. She's saying, yikes. And that's why the exclamation point is there to tell us we need to read this with a strong feeling behind it, right? Because they're feeling something strong, our characters right here. Okay, so let's go to, all right, here's some samples, right? And here's me. Okay, so there's a period. I already see it at the end of this statement, this sentence, but I think an exclamation point would be better there. So if it was just a period, I could read this as, I just want a free bike. I read that so boring. Like that was so boring to read that. But look at me, right? How would you feel if you just want a free bike? Doesn't that look a little bit better? I just want a free bike. My voice kind of goes higher at the end. It's like exciting. It's a strong feeling right there. I just want a free bike. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I'm looking kind of scared here. Right? Let's see. All right. If now there's no exclamation points here, I'm pretending the writer is not using them. So, that part of the movie was so scary. No, 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 no. I look way too terrified to just read that as, that part of the movie was so scary. What am I, a robot? No. Okay. Exclamation points. There you are. Ah! Right? Isn't that different from ah? Right? Have that exclamation point there. Ah! That part of the movie was so scary. See how I gave you a strong feeling behind it? Because the exclamation point there at the end is telling me, hey, you got to read this with some strong feeling. Yeah, that was so scary. I don't like scary movies. Oh, this would go great with Miss Bavona's ouch stories, right? In your ouch stories, you could have some exclamation points there. And if you're a writer and you're putting them in your writing, I'm the reader. I'm going to make sure I read them with some feeling because I know those ouch stories, some of those are pretty tough ouch stories. You got really hurt. So now without an exclamation point here, this just is ouch. I look like I'm in some pain here. I think I need to get a little more ouch. And look here. There's even all capital letters to even tell us to read it even more pain behind it, more energy and emotion behind it. Ouch! Right? That's so much different from just ouch. Oh, it's so boring, right? No, 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 no. Ouch! You see the difference there? That exclamation point tells the reader, right? Gives us a heads up saying, hey, this part of the story, there's a lot of feeling behind this, right? Someone is feeling something, okay? And right now I am feeling a whole bunch of pain, okay? And you better read it that way, okay? If they took the time, the writer, to put that exclamation point there, we better read it as a reader with some strong feeling behind it. Okay, so remember, exclamation point. Read the sentence with a strong feeling. Sometimes I can even like act it out. Like I kind of almost pretend like I am that character, right? And I'm feeling it, right? Because that writer, again, took the time to write it, put it there. Let's recognize it. Let's notice it. Let's read it like that. Okay, so we're going to read a story. Now, today's story is a bit different. It's not like I'm just reading a story and I'm going to show you. This book is literally called, well, there's no title to it, but it's exclamation point. It's a story about an exclamation point. Okay, so you can even understand it even more. The story is just about an exclamation point, okay, and how he kind of discovers himself. So, an exclamation point. Okay, all right, I'm gonna make sure I'm not in the way. Okay, so, all right, so I just see a period here. I'll go like this. It's just a period. So I just read this kind of normally. He stood out from the very beginning, pausing. And remember, when there's only one sentence on the page, our pauses are pretty easy, okay? It's when there's more on there. So he stood out from the very beginning. He stood out here. Now, what do you notice? An exclamation point is kind of like a period with a big line coming out from the top. So he's surrounded by a bunch of other periods right here. So he's standing out. He looks different. Okay. He stood out there. Okay. So more periods are lined up and they're looking at him like, what's that thing? What's going on there? It seemed like the only time he didn't stand out was when he was asleep. Okay, so he fell over, so it almost looks like there's just like a space between the periods, but he's there, okay? He tried everything to be more like them, more like the periods. Oh, what did he do here? Yeah, he kind of like his point that's coming out, he kind of like spiraled it, made it almost like turn a little bit so he can kind of blend in, but it's not really working. But he just wasn't like everyone else. You're right. Exclamation point. You are special. You are much different from just a period. Oh, so let's see. But he just wasn't like everyone else. Period. Right? Kind of like that's it, right? He just tried and he couldn't. He couldn't fit in like them. He was confused, flummoxed, and deflated. Oh. Sometimes like characters when they're drawn in a story, they're kind of like you can slump down your body language. Remember, I feel like we talked about this before. When you kind of like, oh, you can feel like defeated or deflated. That kind of means sad and upset. It's like just a fancier word of saying it. He even thought about running away. Oh, exclamation point. No, I don't think you understand kind of what your purpose is, what you do. Then one day, hello? Oh, okay. Do you see that question mark coming out? We know what a question mark is. We're going to read more about them tomorrow and understand them a lot to like tomorrow, but because it's exclamation points day. But question mark is a character in the story and plays a pretty good part in it. Okay. So who are you? She's asking all questions. Okay. What grade are you in? What's your favorite color? Oh my goodness. Do you see all those questions? Oh boy. Do you like frogs? What's your favorite ice cream? What's your birthday? Know any good jokes? Do you want to race to the corner? Is there an echo in here? Is there an echo in here? Is there an echo in here? What's your favorite movie? Do you know what makes gravity? Why do you look so surprised? Am I boring you? Do you think a snail could go around the world? So what do you want to do? Who's taller, you or me? What do you want to be when you grow up? Okay. You ever met someone or just talking to someone and they just that you could just be like, whoa, right? So this question mark just answered a bunch of questions and didn't even get a chance to exclamation point to like breathe or answer any one of them. I was like, do you like frogs? What's your favorite color? When's your birthday? Know any good jokes? Do you want to race to the corner? Is there an echo in here? Is there an echo in here? What's your favorite movie? It's like, stop! Okay. I screamed that because the exclamation point was at the end of stop and I felt like the words were shaking on the page, but he just screamed. He just used himself correctly. He just used the exclamation point. Stop! Right? He didn't know he had it in him. So exclamation point, remember, can be good for a good feeling or a not so great feeling. And right there, I would say he felt so frustrated, right? He was like, ah! Like kind of annoyed, like, oh my goodness, let me breathe, right? How'd you do that? Can you do it again? He's kind of happy. Exclamation point's kind of happy. He's like, wow, I guess I could. He wasn't sure, so he started small. Okay, so there's the word hi, and there's an exclamation point at the end. So instead of just reading this as hi, it could be hi. See how it's a little different? Just hi. Hi. Yeah, exclamation point right there is giving us a little more energy to it, okay? That felt right. So he tried something bigger. Okay. Sorry, I had to move myself. I was in the way a little bit. Oh, here's another word of saying hi. They're like, instead of just saying howdy, he's like, howdy, right? He's like feeling really happy and energetic. He's like, howdy. There's the exclamation point there. And as he pushed himself a bit more, wow. Yeah, much different than wow. Wow's like, if you say it like that, I don't even think you're really excited if you're wow. The exclamation point, they're like, wow. Like you're truly amazed by something. Wow. He discovered a world of endless possibilities. Oh, okay. So here's some more fun words. I'm going to read them with energy. Yippee! This is fun! Way to go! Bravo! Right? Instead of reading as yippee, this is fun. Way to go. Bravo. No! Exclamation points there. Bravo! Gives us some energy. It was like he broke free from a life sentence. So you're it. Cool. Yum. That's great. Thanks. Yes. Home run. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Encore. Look out. Go. Wake up. Boo. Look at all those words. You've said a lot of them before. I'm sure you've said happy birthday before. When you add the exclamation point there, it gives a feeling to it. It gives a strong feeling to it. See, he couldn't wait to show everyone. Oh, that's like, when you see that, it's kind of like they went really fast in a drawing. Also, did you notice, I forgot, I should have said this. The story's kind of on like lined paper, kind of like you do in writing as well, right? And where the reader's reading it. Okay. Hey guys, it's me. Instead of just reading that as, hey guys, it's me. No, hey guys, it's me. It's exciting. Look what I can do. Yeah, you ever have someone say that to you? If they're like, look what I can do. You're like, is that exciting? Are you going to show me something exciting? If someone's like, look what I can do, right? You're like, oh, okay, I'm excited too now. Of course, there was much exclaiming. Isn't he something? There was never any question in our minds. Oh, the period and question mark believed in him. So with his head held high, he went off to make his mark. There he goes. The end. Normally, when you say the end, you read it, the end, but the exclamation point's there, so I'm going to read it, the end, just excitingly. Oh, the little thing on the bottom. That reminds me, did I ever thank you? Hey, I asked the questions around here, buddy. Okay, tomorrow we're going to learn about the question mark more. But the exclamation point there, he's exclaiming, he's excited, he's got a feeling to it. Okay, so the punctuation, those little marks are powerful. Do not ignore them. And especially our exclamation point. If you see him in a writing, in a story, you better read that with some feeling, right? Become the character there. Read it with expression. Try to understand that strong feeling that they're feeling, that writer wants you to feel, okay? Good readers get into the books, right? They read like the characters. And even when you're reading in your head, I don't want you screaming in class, hey, when you're reading, try to read it in your head like that, okay? All right, don't go scaring people when you're reading, but give it some energy. Read it with that strong emotion, okay? The exclamation points are there to show you how they're feeling. All right. So today, when you're reading at home or on rides, kids are in school, you might have some stories with some exclamation points. Maybe they're just saying yikes or wow or ouch, right? Or maybe they're in the sentences. Read them with a strong feeling. Okay. Kind of pretend. What do you think that character is going to sound like, or how they're feeling, right? Get to become that character. And again, don't go screaming in class, right? Or screaming at home. Try to kind of have it in your head like, wow, right? Instead of whoa, wow. All right. So they're important. Don't ignore them. Okay. The punctuation is for the readers. We're the readers. All right. Have a great day. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. We're going to learn more about the question mark. Is it going to rain tomorrow?